Sicily loves fishing and the town of MAZARA is in the perfect spot. It's right in the southwest corner of the island. Across the Mediterranean, Tunisia is just 200 kilometres away. The old town is a warren of narrow streets. There's been a North African Kasbah here for 12 centuries. The Tunisian population grew about 50 years ago as Sicilians emigrated themselves. And as the mayor proudly points out, that immigration has proved hugely valuable for the economy.
We needed sailors and they worked on our fishing boats. We needed farmers and they worked in our fields. 4 generations later, their children are distinguishing themselves in our schools and the jobs market.
But the Africans making the journey to Italy in the 21st century are finding things far harder. Accuse a Sicilian of being a bit racist and you really won't like what they say back to you, because this place prides itself on having an entire history of being welcoming and hospitable to everybody. But the problem is that the European Union has so badly mismanaged the refugee reception crisis and put so much pressure on Sicily that even here attitudes are shifting. Head north up the coast to Palermo and you can see how Sicily has suffered. The economy bled dry by the mafia and ignored or insulted by political parties that regard southern Italians as stupid peasants. One of those very parties used to be called the Northern League. Now it's taken Northern out of its name and is actively campaigning in Sicily. Having spent years being rude about Sicilians being poor, it's now trying to convince them that refugees are causing their poverty.
If you let hundreds of thousands of people in, you can't absorb them. Secondly, who are you really letting in? Criminals. It could be anyone.
There is no analysis that the refugees are damaging the Sicilian economy. The mafia and political corruption did all that. For those who try to offer opportunities to these new migrants, the shifting of blame is a cynical attempt by national politicians to divert attention in Sicily away from problems that they created.
Nowadays there are political parties which are racist and they're using fear and suggesting that someone might steal what we have. They promise to protect us.
The bald fact is that the total failure of the European Union to share refugees across the continent has placed enormous strain on one of the poorest parts of Italy and given the hard right wing a huge opportunity in this election. Mazara and its happy Tunisian enclave is now the exception. Laurence, Al Jazeera, Sicily.